Hi everyone, this is Tina with MakeUseOf.com, and today I'm reviewing the Creative Super X-Fi AIR headphones. These over-ear Bluetooth headphones' main selling point is their integrated 3D spatial audio feature, which Creative calls Super X-Fi Headphone Holography. But is it worth $160? We shall find out. At first glance, these headphones appear rather bulky, and given their size, I find they're fairly lightweight. So they're 11.9 ounces, or 338 grams, and although I usually wear a pair of headphones that's considerably lighter and smaller, I must say that I found them comfortable enough to wear. So I had no problem wearing them for hours on end. The headband is sufficiently cushioned, the foam cushioning on the ear pads is very generous. It's no problem wearing them for an entire day of work. Now, Creative decided to put all the controls of these headphones on the left ear cup. And so if we look at this from the front, you have a power button, then you have a removable nano boom microphone. So if you wanted, you could replace this with a better quality gaming microphone, or you could even plug up this port. Creative provided a little plug for this, so if you want to prevent any dust from getting in, that's handy. Or you can just leave it in. And then next, we have a USB-C charging port, which also doubles up as an audio in port, and we have the audio jack. Next, we have a source button where you can switch between Bluetooth, USB, or the micro SD card slot. So the other main feature of these headphones that I find quite neat, because it's a rare feature, is that you can use these as standalone audio player headphones, because you can just put your audio files onto the micro SD card. It supports MP3, WAV, WMA, and FLAC formats. And then finally, we have a toggle button for the Super X-Fi feature itself. When you turn the headphones on, you'll notice these RGB ring lights on the edge of the ear cups. It's a nice gimmick. If you wanted to save some battery life, you could just turn these off using the X-Fi app, or you could customize the color. So you can use any color that you like, you can match it your style. The left ear cup, the side of it also works as a touchpad, so you can control the volume of your audio tracks, you can skip a track, you can go forward, you can go back. And I found that touchpad is not too sensitive, so you gotta be determined, you gotta hold it tight and push on it in order to get a reaction, which is great, so it's harder to use by accident. This is what the headphones feature look on the outside. On the inside, how does that technology work? Super X-Fi is an acoustic modeling artificial intelligence engine, and in order to understand how it works, we gotta take a step back and understand how the human hearing works. Technically, humans have stereo hearing. We have a right and a left channel. But in reality, in practice, we can hear spatial audio. So we know whether a sound comes from above, below, from behind and front, or from the sides. And we can also tell how far away it is. The brain does this by making inferences about how the sound arrives after bouncing off of our outer ear and our inner ear channel. And the software, this AI, can simulate that same acoustic modeling. How does it do that? So it needs information about every person's personal head-related transfer functions. That's what scientists call this mechanism of sound, how sound is perceived by every individual person based on their head and ear structure. And Creative has created the AI based on, you can create those audio profiles using two different methods. The first would be to use in-ear microphones, and that's the method we used when we received the demo of the Creative Super X-Fi headphones at CES 2020 in Vegas. We used in-ear ear microphones, and we had a 3D surround sound speaker system that was playing audio tracks at us. And the microphones recorded how that sound ended up, how we perceived it in our head. And then it creates that personalized profile, which next, when you listen to audio, crunches that audio and creates that 3D effect in your headphones. And it's actually easier to do that in headphones because it provides a controlled environment than to do it in an open space. The second method, which you'll be using at home, is using a picture of your head or your ears. When you're ready to personalize your headphones, go into the SXFI app. Under the Personalize menu, you click on Start Head Mapping, then you just follow the on-screen instructions. So basically take a picture of your right ear, your face, and your left ear, and then you just let the software calculate your personal profile, and then you're almost done. So next, you can synchronize the profile to your headphones in two different ways. You could either use Bluetooth, or, which is a little bit faster, you could use USB-C. So connect the headphones to your phone using USB-C, and then go back to personalize and select the profile you want to synchronize. And then it's going to start synchronizing with your headphones. It's going to let you know when it's done, and then you can start using your headphones and enjoy 3D spatial audio. So as I said, we received a demo of the technology in Vegas, and we were blown away. Actually, while setting up and creating that profile for us, I briefly forgot that I was wearing headphones, and I thought that I was hearing a sound from one of the surrounding speakers, and then when I remembered I was wearing headphones, I realized that, oh, that's actually coming from my headphones. That was mind-blowing. When I used these at home, I was disappointed. And the reason I was disappointed at first is because I made a couple of mistakes. First, I used Bluetooth, and second, I used low-quality, lossy formats. So I was listening to MP3, I was listening to Spotify, and the Bluetooth isn't ideal because Creative opted with SBC codecs for wireless streaming, and they have a maximum streaming capacity of 320 kilobytes per second. So what I would recommend if you want to use these headphones, either use a non-lossy format from the micro SD card, or connect using USB or the audio jack to your music source. When I did that, the sound improved dramatically. The type of sound I enjoyed most was listening to music. I gotta say, when I used these for audio calls, it had a very tinny sound, so it didn't, I mean, it did sound spatial, but it sounded more like I was listening to somebody talking from inside a can, which wasn't too pleasant. Movies, entertainment was mixed depending on the source, I would say. Where these headphones don't work at all is first-person shooters. So if you want to use them for gaming and you're playing first-person shooters, Creative actually has a better set of headphones customized with a customized audio profile for that application coming out, which is the Super X-Fi Gamer. Inside the X-Fi AIR app, where you can customize those RGB ring lights, you'll also find an equalizer where you can customize the sound. So it comes with presets for gaming, for music, and for entertainment. And you can also save your own custom audio settings. So when Creative first launched Super X-Fi, the AI had trained on only about 10,000 profiles. Meanwhile, they have added hundreds of thousands of profiles. And earlier this year, they launched Generation 2, which comes with higher positional accuracy, better preservation of sound details, higher audio fidelity, and it has a better performance in terms of battery life. So Creative says that it actually increased the battery life of the Super X-Fi AIR headphones by 10%. We can confirm this. The advertised battery life is 10 hours, and for us using Bluetooth, it was actually slightly more. That said, 10 hours, given that these headphones do not come with active noise cancelling, is slightly underwhelming. But keep in mind that all of this audio processing happens inside the headphones, so that needs a lot of processing power, hence the slightly underwhelming battery power. If you're in the market for a new pair of headphones and you crave that 3D spatial audio experience, and if you can live with a slightly underwhelming battery life, if you don't need active noise cancelling, then these headphones are worth the $160. If you already own a great pair of headphones, you still want to experience this Super X-Fi feature, you could try using the Super X-Fi amp, which is a little device, and we'll show it in the supplemental content. The Super X-Fi amp is a little device that connects to your phone or to your audio source using a audio cable. So it's wired, but it provides the same listening experience as the headphones, and it comes at a slightly lower price. It's $150. That's it for this review. Thank you for listening. Follow us, and if you want to have a little more insight, a little more detail on these headphones, then visit the article on makeuseof.com. You'll find the link in the description below.